Hello, you lovely people, and welcome back. This is part 2 of our Diwali celebrations where the lights get brighter, the food gets heavier, and the chaos gets beautifully festive. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, I highly recommend starting there. It'll set the mood and the madness perfectly. The link is in the description and on your screen. Now, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's continue this Diwali day together. We started the second half of the day by setting up our diyas. No rangoli this time, not because we don't believe in it, but because apartment floor space said, quote unquote, absolutely not. So we embraced minimalism. A few simple diyas lined up neatly and the big statement diyas saved up for evening puja. Soft glow, calm vibes, zero sweeping required. And then flowers, the most important last minute Diwali purchase. We got a bouquet, feeling very festive and intentional, only to later place it on the ladle stand because apparently that's the only surface left in this house. Interior styling, creative. Festive spirit, unmatched. At this point, Mr. V announced he was hungry, not in a gentle way, but in a quote-unquote festival productivity is directly linked to snack supply kind of way. So he very sweetly started peeling a pomegranate for us. Now, I appreciate the gesture, I truly do. But when I looked at the chopping board, it looked like pomegranate had fought for its life. Seeds everywhere, juice splashes, utter chaos. Why is it that when husbands help, it comes with additional responsibilities? You ask for help and suddenly you are managing the aftermath. But to be fair, he did clean up, or at least put the board away confidently. I chose not to investigate further. Peace is important during festivals, guys. We turned on some indoor lights because hello, Diwali. If your house doesn't look 30% brighter than usual, is it even a celebration? We took a small break, snacked on pomegranate, and mentally listed 72 things still pending.
I wanna feel energized.
Soon after, Mr. V reheated his lunch, some leftover dal chawal, with the calm of a man who knows he's not responsible for the bigger tasks.
Unpack this dinner set.
And I stood there staring at the unopened dinner set boxes. We got new dinner set because guests coming. And this is a drill now. We opened the boxes and suddenly it felt like we had adopted ceramic children. So many pieces, so many shapes, bowls for things I didn't even know we served. For the next 20-30 minutes, we had extremely serious discussions about how many pieces we actually needed to unpack. Do we need all the bowls? What if someone wants extra? What if someone doesn't? It felt like we were planning logistics for a royal wedding. We finally decided on quote-unquote strategically sufficient, set everything aside for washing, and I immediately declared a rest break. Emotional exhaustion is real, guys.
Baba started watching something on his stupid phone, as usual. That's his escape from everything he doesn't want to do. Excited, but this is not how excited people look like. I know, I'm tired for some reason. I think I'm a little dehydrated too because right from the morning I've been just running and doing stuff, and only now I got some time to rest my bum. I'm resting my bum. I don't feel like getting up now, but I have like shitloads to do. Seriously, I should not speak like that, but yeah, I have a lot to do. कोई बात नहीं, हम आराम से उठेंगे और आराम से काम करेंगे. Lazy Diwali it is. Can't help. I don't know. And for some reason, मौसम is also weird this time. I don't know. I think I need some rest. I'm overworked. Maybe like 5-10 minutes, and after that I'll be refreshed and I'll be back to my to-do list. This doesn't feel like a Diwali vlog, does it? It just feels like a random a day in my life kind of. Plants are doing good. I'm happy for them, both of them, this one and this one.
After my break, I went to check on Mr. V. He was also resting on his phone. Now listen, I understand. The weather was cozy, the lights were soft, food was heavy. Obviously, one must scroll.
ऐसा क्या है उस फोन में? Boss, किधर? क्या चल रहा है? Boss.
I want a quick nap.
Then take a nap.
Right. Where are we keeping that box?
Peace is important during festival, guys. I said nothing. Observe the growth.
Okay, so I have finally come to my study table and I have my dal chawal with me, which I first didn't plan to eat, but then it would be like so late for me to have dinner after the class. I know I have a lot to do in the kitchen, but let's focus here.
I tried reading a few chapters.
Wow, My hair is something today.
I really did. But my brain was in festival mode, not academic excellence mode.
What's wrong with me? Clearly lost my mind. I think I won't be able to study today. I'm thinking of taking a bunk kind of. It should be my first bunk, but I'm planning to because oh my god, there is a lot to read.
So it was time for what actually mattered, making Pua.
Girl is taking a nap, and meanwhile I'm thinking of making first puas and then vadas. Let me see how much time does it take me to get over with the vada and pua prep.
I'm Kumaoni, and in our home, Pua and Bada are not optional during Diwali. They are tradition. They are nostalgia. They are the smell of childhood evenings. I had prepped the batter earlier in the day and felt very responsible about it until I realized it had been chilling in the fridge, which means it now needed to unchill. So technically, I had prepped too efficiently, a rare but tragic situation. While waiting for the batter to reach frying temperatures, yes, that's a thing in my head, I half-heartedly attempted reading again. The chapter deserved better.
So I thought of making puas and as soon as I started, with the oil and kadai and everything, I realized that my batter is still cold and it needs to be at room temperature before you fry things, otherwise it won't be that soft. Puas won't be soft. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. I switched off the stove and let this guy sit for some while. Look at all the good things here. Lovely. Oh man.
Since I had time, I started prepping the Bada batter. Soaked lentils ground into a thick paste with whole spices, turmeric and fresh cilantro. Proper Pahadi flavors, one of my absolute favorites. By the time oil was heating and I started frying the first batch of pua, the house began smelling like actual Diwali. There is something about that frying sound, the gentle sizzle, that just activates festive nostalgia. And then Mr. V walked in. Not to supervise, not to comment, to hand me lemon water. Because frying makes me feel slightly dizzy. So yes, sometimes he creates mess, but sometimes he also brings lemon water. Balance.
What is up?
Frying.
Frying what?
Pua.
Okay. Looks yum. Cool.
Please don't mind my ugly kadai. This is the first kadai we bought here and this is not the best one, but still we are managing with it. I'm making puas. It's 5:06 and Vaibhav is, I don't know what you up to, Vaibhav?
After taking a bath.
Now he is taking a bath.
Must have eaten some puas.
You've been eating a lot of pua. Bouquet अच्छा लग रहा है ना?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and after that I have to make some vadas. I mean in Pahari we call them vada. That would be it for me. Pua evening for me. Pua evening. Pua evening. That's actually risky.
I was fully in frying mode, batch after batch, pua first, then Bada. The kitchen was warm, the windows slightly fogged. Music playing in the background. Somewhere in between, Mr. V showered, got dressed for the day, and our first guest arrived, officially turning our calm prep mode into social mode.
These are the vadas and I'm 100% sure they are not as soft as they should be.
मैं तो रात को 4 बजे सोया हूँ, फिर 8 बजे उठ गया हूँ।
ये वो लोग हैं जिनकी दुपर प्लानिंग चल रही है आजकल।
कोई प्लानिंग नहीं चल रही थी रात में।
4 बजे कौन सोता है? प्लानिंग वाले लोग ही सोते हैं।
कुछ नहीं, ऐसे कुछ पता नहीं क्या कर रहा था मैं। चाहती के इंस्टाग्राम की फोटोज ही देखते रहता हूँ मैं।
कौन लोगों की इंस्टाग्राम की फोटो देखते हो तुम?
मैं डिसाइड कर लिया तुम्हारे कौन शेरवानी कहाँ से आई है।
नहीं आई थिंक, लेकिन वो आई थिंक अभी थोड़ा सा हाई लेवल डिसाइड हो गया। वो जो उस दिन ही जो व्हाइट वाली विद पिंक पगड़ी दिखा रहा था वैसे टाइप के लिए।
Out Patrick. What is up?
Yeah man.
Energy levels upgraded. Add-ons were brought, laughter volume increased. The living room was activated completely. Once I finished frying, I handed over the main course responsibility to the boys. Yes, delegation happened. Personal growth unlocked.
Now it's good. So the preps are already on. I'm right in front of my closet because I was searching for the final dress to wear. This was sort of beachy dress and I'm thinking of changing. People are making paneer and chole, and once I'll be back, I'll cook puris. So that's the plan. I think I should get dressed in a saree.
I quickly draped a saree because if Diwali doesn't deserve a saree, what does? And then plot twist. I had a class and I was attending it, so while everyone chatted in the living room, I logged in and tried to look academically present while mentally thinking about puris, sweets, and all the things guys were having. At one point, I checked back in the living room, guests had arrived. While FOMO? Absolutely yes. But adult life means sometimes you attend class in a saree on Diwali. Character building. Once class ended, it was time for real Diwali moment. Puja. We gathered diyas, flowers, sweets, incense, sticks, teamwork at its finest. And we all got together for a few minutes. Everything just slowed down. It felt nostalgic. Growing up, Diwali Puja always felt magical. The lights outside, the slight chill in the air, the sense of something special, that feeling came back. Gratitude, warmth, togetherness. Rule number 1 during Diwali time. We begin with sweets, move to our meals, and end with sweets again. We literally practice sweetness, and consistency is the key. I quickly made puris, golden, puffed, dramatic little balloons of happiness, and we all gathered around the table. The meal was truly collaborative. Everyone had contributed something. Special mention to Mr. V and Mr. Goyal for stepping up for main course and side dish.
Happy Diwali!
The table looked beautiful. New dinner set successfully inaugurated. No plates harmed in the process. Success, success, success. We clicked pictures, we laughed, we served each other seconds we definitely didn't need.
Now I think he's getting ready for...
After dinner, food coma. Immediate. But stopping without dessert on Diwali should be declared illegal. So we served rasmalai and slowly transitioned into lounge mode. Sitting around, talking nonsense, replaying the day. That comfortable silence between conversations. It was late. The kind of late where your back hurts but your heart feels very full. So much happened in one day. Was it perfect? No. Was it slightly chaotic? Absolutely. Was it filled with food, light, laughter, and tiny imperfect moments? Completely. And I think that's what festivals are meant to be. Not always grand, not always flawless, but shared. Lived fully, slightly extra. If this video reminded you of even one Diwali memory from your childhood or recent years, then I'm happy. Thank you for staying till the end. Truly, may your days be warm, your puris puff perfectly, and your festivals always be shared with people you love. Cheers and see you in the next one.